because the catalog is for them. So now we need to have a catalog for our own sound, so that if anybody they need sound, a Ghanaian sound like high life or maybe an hip life, you see, to get a genre in the world, that what worry us from the beginning. You see, last time I think we me and you have this conversation. You see the hip life, the time we the hip life start. If like all of us, even in reached some time, the Nigerians were doing it and they calling it hip life. Nigerians were doing it and they calling it hip life. So you see, at that time, we should have maintained the team so that we get a recognition, so that we can own the team. But later, we now can't fight on a team. Somebody say you do three pack. Somebody too can't talk say Azoto too come. Somebody to say you do Al Qaeda. So it be like we when we bring something, everybody wants to own something. Nobody is ready to like. Let's follow the sequence. Let's build this sequence. Let the sequence build to that level before we can change. When you watch the Nigerian sound right now, the big act, currently they are telling us that they are not doing Afrobeat anymore. They are doing an Afrofusion because the Afrobeat now is accepted in the world. So now they want to coil another genre. It is strategy. Everybody needs to rally behind some one sound so that we will get the recognition. Now we could figure a catalog for that sound when it comes to those DSPs. And we're good to go. But if you're not ready to have this conversation to make sure that we want to use one sound and get the sound to the international market, the international market need to understand that this is about if we rally behind an Afrobeat, we are doing a sound and we're calling it Afrobeat. When you go to the Afrobeat catalog, how many Ghanaians are you going to find in there? Just a few. So that's what I'm saying. See Kojo Black. Kojo Black, we can call Kojo Black like an high life artist. Kevin Boy like an high life artist. Kwame Eugene high life artist. Kiddy high life artist. But they will call themselves an Afrobeat artist. So these are the
Deportee.
Yeah.
So right now, if you do Afrobeat, if you sing Niger Pidgin in Niger Pidgin, this is what I ask.
That's what they tell you. What they tell you. So now they want to once the thing be Afrobeat, you say it be Afrobeat. Once you say it be Afrobeat, you want to do it like the way they are doing it. And one, I'm trying to let you know that it's not if you can do it and do it well, don't sound proper. When you sound well, you will feel own the thing too. But me, my problem is the genre. As we rally behind those genres, we those people take run already. We go day back. There's something that we go feel do. Always we go just day back. It's high time for we to make sure we define one sound so that all of the artists, majority of them, go rally behind that sound. So that we could get a recognition. So that you could get a genre where when you go on do DSPs and everything. Maybe if to the high life, because Grammy people, as they come Ghana, they were talking about high life. And high life, the origination of high life, they know that is Ghana. So what are we waiting for? And we will do sound and call it Afrobeat, and we'll do sound and call it Afrofusion. As everybody want to bring a genre. And then to own a genre or to bring a genre for everybody to accept it in the world. So that those internet, when you watch the scheme, if they don't know where to put your category of your sound, you don't get nominations. And you don't go get nomination because your sound doesn't have you. They call your sound an Afro, maybe Afrobeat, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if they listen to the sound, maybe the sound, the way they listen now, because rhythm determines sound. It's not about what you are saying in the music.
Mm-hmm.
The rhythm that you are singing on it determine the kind of song that you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine if today all of us were doing the way I tell you, my head do a very beautiful song. It sounds see Kojo Black, what's his name? Kiddy and then your boy. Blacko. When you listen to the sound properly, bro, the dynamics of the song, it be high life song. But just because of the some tones and one or two, people will name them hip life. They will name them Afrobeat. So if you are going to this tangent every time, we will suffer. Then the market we can't compete. We will feel find one person they go, two person they go, they don't feel reach there because that be the problem. When you check like the way Stoneboy they say, Stoneboy do they talk say, they do Afro dancehall. You see the Afro dancehall. If only majority of our acts they go call maybe the dancehall they do to indirectly or directly an Afro dancehall, maybe we will figure recognition.
But they say the Afrofusion it be only Burna Boy way they claim him. Nobody else they
It will
claim
be
him.
only Burna Boy. No, he did lie.
Who again they claim him?
Who be? I think Rema do some interview like that. Rema or some artists too like that. We mentioned say that their sound now maybe Afrofusion. It's not Afrobeat. And then if Burna Boy is a big act, is the biggest act in Nigeria, there's no two ways about that. If the biggest act 4 years, 5 years ago, it was doing Afrobeat. Everybody doing Afrobeat. Now it reached to the world, the level change. Maybe the people talk to him say no. Now the way the thing they go, we for make sure say no. We for quell the thing because the people they move with now to if those foreign sound, they take give them to do remix on it, put your own vibe on it, then things. So
Adeboya.
Call them Afrobeat.
Adebayo. Charlie. Deportee. Naija man come inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything cool.
I swear.
Yeah, everything did alright.
Nice.
I just want respectfully, I just want add my own perspective to what the former boss said here.
Wow.
So I grew up in Nigeria. I lived in Nigeria before I left, I think 4 years ago.
Right.
But speaking about music here, every country get your own distinct sound and all. So the learning thing, make I first talk about that one. I do not think any country really learned from another country really. We had our distinct sound. King Sosoni Ade got a Grammy nomination in 1982, 1983. Basically on juju music. And if you look at the Nigerian sound from inception, it has never changed. I mean, early 2000s, if you are saying we did not have hit makers, we had Lagbaja. We were big on Lagbaja early to 2000s. We were big on Danfo Drivers. We were big on African China.
Danfo Driver.
We're big on the Remedies. So the Remedies, they were a group. Abdul Karim, Tony,
Kevin,
Montana, and one other guy. Then there was Jackman, Olofin. There was all these Adewale, Ayuba. So we've always had stars. I grew up in Nigeria, and truthfully, I knew VIP because of his collaboration with Two-Face, Tic Tac. But even before they started collaborating, Two-Face was already big in Nigeria. He was a superstar from the Plantation Boys. Before they started singing all these My Love Is Here to Stay in 2003 to 2004. So the learning part, I've never understood it because I watch a lot of Ghanaian YouTube videos.
Okay, let me tell you something. Can you recall the year that Plantation Boys came out with their first sound first sound?
90s, middle or late, yeah. Yeah, the Plantation Boys, Two-Face, they were singing for 2 or 3 years before Two-Face went on his own, and it was purely...
I know very well. That's why I'm asking you.
Yeah.
VIP originally, they were, as you're saying, they were doing it, but they released their first debut album, 1998. At that time,
that's what I'm saying. I'm not just doing the fact that VIP were big. They were big in Ghana.
I just want to say something. What you are saying, when we say they learn from, when we say they learn from, you see the hip life to fuse your dialect with rap music, and then maybe use a foreign beat.
Yeah. So who learned from hip life really?
Oh, because I'm coming. Reggie Rockstone, his debut album is 1994. At that time, there's no any Nigerian artist that released an album before. Those young acts, those time, none of them released any debut album. There's no one Nigerian artist at that time, apart from the Sony Ade.
Because there were a lot of, when you are saying this, like, you have no, are you saying like Nigerians started releasing album? Like, there were loads of album. Majek, Fafashek. See, the thing is here, you can't really understand Nigerian music because you've never lived in Nigeria. You
don't know me. That's what you're saying. That's
okay, why I'm just saying, like, there were lots of albums during that time. A lot. I mean,
I'm just
Fela Kuti, Femi Kuti.
No, don't go there. You are mentioning the big dogs. What I'm trying to let you know, we are talking about the new generation. Apart from the Sony Ades, apart from the Shino Peters, apart from the
Aholu.
We are talking about
few weeks ago, you go do some acting for somewhere. Nigerian
from the younger generation.
Few weeks ago.
80s.
So I'm
talking
about
era. Few weeks ago.
I was talking about early 2000s. If you're not talking about the younger generation, like the band, Timaya, African China, Dafo Drivers, they had albums. Like, everyone had albums.
But that's what. So when you listen to me very carefully, you understand me. I'm saying that those new cuts, when you check about Ghana start releasing those new cuts to the international world for people to start saying it and to adopt that kind of formality. Do you get me?
Well,
because
if you're talking about formality, are you talking about sound, or are you talking about the concept of an album? Because really, like, our sound, from inception, our sound has never been alike. Nigerian sound has been the same from Paul Ike Dairo, from Paul Ike Dairo, Two-Face, from Sony Ade. We've never changed. So if you're talking about learning, it's probably Ghana that has always tried to, like, maybe after the Hip Life era. Hip Life, you were distinct, because I remember that Amukeku was a mad hit in Nigeria. Like, there was no sound like that. But even with that, Nigeria never really copied. Probably maybe adapted or got inspiration from it. But our sound has never. I mean, if you listen to the great the Lagbaja in the early, Lagbaja was singing mostly in Yoruba. Like,
I know Lagbaja
is
the one that covering his face and everything. I know Lagbaja.
That's what I'm saying. Like, those guys that started.
Listen to me. Lagbaja is not like a hip life. Lagbaja is like a jazz. That's
what I'm saying. Like, our sound has never been the same. Like, we've never had the same sound until recently when Ghanaian artists have started doing Afrobeat. From inception, we've never really had the same. Even when Tony Tetula and Tic Tac sang Fefen and Fe, Tony Tetula sang in purely Afrobeat. Tic Tac did hip life. Like, we've never, Nigerian music has never had any era where we learned or we copied straight from Fela down to the band, down to Wande Cole. So the copying, I don't get it. And really, like, every Nigerian, we knew about Ghana, but trust me, no, Nigerians, we have a very bad attitude. It's really bad, because I know, like, even when I came to the UK, I don't know a lot about other African countries. Trust me. The first time I had a Cameroonian speak at Ito, I was like, why do you speak like us? She said, we watch your movies, we listen to your songs. Like, before I left Nigeria, Ghana was probably the country I knew a lot about. So most Nigerians will tell you that they don't really even know. Me, I love music a lot. I listen to Becca. I listen to 4x4 on Music Africa. I listen to what's this guy's name? Tiny, Miss Bell, 16 years. But we're not really big on, like, other countries, because we are 200 million. Like, we had a lot of music growing up, a whole lot. Like, we even movies until John Dumelo started coming to Nigeria to do movies. I'm not sure I ever. Okay, the only Ghana movie I watched growing up was Taxi Driver. I used to watch it on TV then. But the misconception about us learning, I don't know. I find that kind of dishonest, because every country had their own music. You could, maybe if somebody comes and say hip life, high life, maybe in the 1970s. I was not born about doing that. I can't say that. But from when I was born, listening to music, I know. I don't think so really. I don't. The learning thing, I don't know. I just said I should come and discuss that. It's over. I feel like I like Ghanaian music a lot. Like we have different rhythm, different languages, different style of music. Like if you listen to this song, Active, Asake, he sampled a song called with I think Ayuba and Jazzman all of it. Those are the music our era. Like we were when we were younger. Those are the music we listened to. Purely Yoruba, purely Afrobeat. Like nothing that sounds like any African country. You would if you go back to listen to Nigerian songs, P Square, Do Me, One on the Cool. You cannot say this sounded like what VIP was doing. I listened to VIP songs like different. No. So I don't know anything. Like we've never even Fela was doing something very different. Sonny Ade was doing something very different. African China, Magic Masek was doing something very different. I don't know.
You see, when we say learn, you see sometimes you can learn something and own it. There's no problem with that. When we say you learn from somebody may start something and you see it and spoil it and own it. That one is not a problem. Somebody may start it before you realizing that you can do something like this.
But first, start what? Is it start music generally?
Yeah, even music we started before you guys.
Sonny Ade was nominated for a Grammy.
No. It's not about
like that.
Bro, listen.
Do you know the eyes?
Listen.
Magic Mama's
Big Mama.
Magic ad.
Yeah, but Adebayo Osibisa started doing music in 1960, and they actually won a Grammy. They won a Grammy in '89. You know.
Every country has its own era. We can Google Nigerian musicians in 1962. Like even Senegal, because you don't know. Everybody just say their length, but the music they are distinct everywhere. I just feel like I watch a lot of Ghanaian music and they'll say length for most. Like I don't know, like our music has stayed.
Oh, I'll try and find there's a documentary about how Nigerian the younger generation music started. It's on Netflix. I forgot the name.
That'll be there.
Afrobeat, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Bro,
Afrobeat.
you can go and
documentary on Afrobeat.
You can go and check and listen to even your own Nigerian people, the things that they talk about Ghana.
Yeah.
No, I'm coming.
I've watched it. Like I said earlier. Every Nigerian give credit to Ghana. I listen to Ghanaian songs.
So, bro, let me laugh. That's what I'm saying. That once you know this, even your industry players, the big people that made the industry stand today in Nigeria, they are the people that piled this thing, the story of Afrobeat, and put it on Netflix.
I've watched it, and there was no way they said length. They said Afrobeat, or they talked about the impact Ghanaian industry had on Afrobeat, and which is true. Like,
that's what
you can't deny that.
No. When we say learn, bro, I think you are getting it all wrong.
Learn.
No, I'm coming.
Learn is an English word that means like you went there to like you.
No. But bro, learning. We learn. I can learn from you whilst you are talking. I can just listen something from you right now and get to know something. I learn from you. I don't need to come to you, sit with you, show me how to do it before I can do it. But once you are talking, if I listen to you very well, I can understand what you mean, and then I can learn from you once you are talking. So learning doesn't mean that you come to me and I show you how to do it. Learning is a broad word, and they have a different form of learning. So that one, there's not two ways away. When they say maybe Ghanaians, maybe Nigerians learn. It's not.
This is what I said. I've watched the learning. We all know how you use the learning. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos, 3 music, not to know what I'm talking about. They use like learn, like Fela came to Ghana to learn music, took it back. Like we know what we are talking about. There's no need to argue about the word learn. But I respect whatever you're saying. I'm just trying to clarify.
You're having a conversation about the YouTubes that you watch, but not on this. What you are saying on here, what you are saying here.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. I don't like to like argue about music like that, but I just felt like I should like I just feel like every country is just doing their thing, and the fact is Nigeria has always like stayed true to their Afrobeat, even when it wasn't selling, even back from Style Plus to the band to Wande Cole to it has always been Afrobeat. Probably if Ghana had like maintained the hip life, and I think Ghana music has always been like
but those time Nigerians were not calling that sound Afrobeat.
Yeah, we're not calling Afrobeat. I'm just saying. I'm not even talking about the name of it. I'm saying.
I'm coming. Nigerians to start mentioning the genre Afrobeat. It's not less than 10 years.
Yes. We're not calling Afrobeat, but the sound has always been the same. That's what I'm saying.
That time, the younger generation, when you are doing sound, those time, the sound, you have a name for it, but the name maybe today you will not mention the name.
No, honestly, yeah. Let me be honest. Growing up, I knew we had like juju, but for a sound that sounds similar like Afrobeat, what the people were doing then, there was really no name. People were just calling it like hip hop, R&B. Like it was more of like bold name. Nobody sat down to name it. Even when the band dropped Why Me in 2004, I don't think he named it anything. People were just singing. But if you look at the band now and look at what Davido is doing, like you still see that it's as if like somebody just woke up and transferred everything. Like the sound has always been the same, like consistent. Yoruba lingo.
Oh no, the sound, bro. The sound. You see, when we talk about sound will change every 10 years. Sound change. That one is not a problem. Sound can change several times.
You don't understand what I'm saying?
I'm coming.
I'm just saying, like,
I'm coming.
Okay.
I'm building a point. I'm coming.
Okay, yeah. Let me. Yeah.
When you listen to the time that Ghanaians were running with Azonto, Nigerians came in and all of a sudden they wanted to own it. Do you get me? They wanted to own it because now the sound is cutting across the world. They wanted to own it, and then Wizkid go and stand on a platform, mention even what's his name, Chris Brown, say he learned Azonto from Wizkid. Wizkid is the Azonto, whatever. Later,
I remember.
I'm coming. Later, Ghanaians start making noise. P Square released a song calling it Alingo. They wanted to divert the thing, calling it Alingo, just because Ghanaians have Azonto. Do you get me? So these are the things that I tell you that Nigerians are very smart. There's no two ways about that. But every time Ghana will bring something, and then if they didn't when we bring something, Ghana itself, we have a problem like the way you are saying that Nigerians will have a problem. Same thing, we see ourselves that when someone brings something and then something is very meaningful, instead of all of us to rally behind it, you may see some of us fighting against the thing. Somebody want to do something different. Somebody too want to do something different. That's why our industry is scattered.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I think thinking about why Nigerians do that, I don't think it's like an intentional thing. It's just vibe. I remember when there was the time Kofi Olumide, the Makosa guys, they were very big in Nigeria, and lots of even Christian music were doing Makosa. Like I think if there's something that people like, just like this dance, Azonto dance, like a lot of people in Nigeria were doing it. Same with One Corner. Like we see things that we like, and we just try to. I won't say necessarily own, but we just try to like maybe because we have the numbers. Maybe.
No, apart from the numbers, imagine if like Ghanaians slack, they couldn't complain about you are trying to own it.
We own the thing.
If they keep quiet, if like Ghanaians keep quiet over it,
people will say it's for Nigeria.
Yeah,
I get that.
And then if Ghanaians too all of a sudden we allow the team to go because somebody to bring something different that is trying to counter because now they were saying who brought their zone to, so nobody want to. I testify to like maybe this.
Yeah, and there's and there's one thing I want to say here. I've realized that I don't know the media in Ghana for the past like 5 years. The three major genres that they push, I think it's mostly dancehall, and the people they push is mostly Shatawale, Stoneboy, and Sarkodie. Like those are like I feel like some people like King Promise, I don't know maybe Jackie, they are the ones that can like probably take the music forward and make it better. But the media and the country just seems so centered on dancehall. I don't know, maybe growing up, a lot of Ghanaians love dancehall.
Okay,
So I think we love dancehall.
It's what you are saying. It's not the media that love the dancehall. The media doesn't love the dancehall. It's the masses. You see, let me tell you something. There's a problem in this country. All of us know the problem, but we don't want to.
Because King Promise can be very big if like the people like it has to start from Ghana. Like if people support him. But people are just so stuck up on like Shatawale, like
bro. Out, like what you are saying, I'm trying to
yeah, okay.
I'm trying to what happened that make this thing is going on like that. Because you see, those people that start the dancehall in this country, the dancehall is for the street. You get me? The media, before the media doesn't give it an eye, they don't play it. But the masses, the people break the boundary, start playing the music on the street, at the beaches, at the pubs and everything. The song came big without the industry players. You get me? So now the song is big and the people love the song. There's nothing that you can do about it unless you take the song and play it on your radio. So you see those people that you are mentioning their name, those people have an hardcore following. It's not about the media.
Oh yeah, they have a hardcore following, yeah.
They had a hardcore following. The King Promise that you are mentioning, King Promise doesn't have a hardcore following.
Oh, so it's hard for him to penetrate.
So I like what King Promise is doing now. He doesn't concentrate on Ghana that much. He's trying to grow his wings out there.
Because if you think about it, there's a reason why rap and dancehall they are not really mainstream in Nigeria anymore. We have dope rappers. Like rappers in Nigeria will probably sing than rap because I don't know, like because the maybe.
But on a lighter note, even your rappers your rappers is they are not close to our rappers.
Oh yeah, that one there. In fact,
I don't know that. I'm not going to.
You know it.
But yeah, but what I'm just saying is like people like Sako, like people like King Promise should be like giving like more light for them to shine, and I don't know.
No, the light that's what I'm saying. The light, you see,
they have to make it by themselves.
You see, let me tell you something. Currently, the traditional media is not that strong like the social media. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Even the social media based on social media to have a news. Do you get me? So now the news you can force people to listen to certain things that you want them to listen. But now you can't force us to listen. We choose the kind of sound that we want to listen. Do you get me? So now the media doesn't have the power anymore.
Who they bail no? Who they bail up no? Hey Charlie.
On where?
Somebody they bail up, We here. The grind finish way, somebody grind finish way, They wipe that thing out of the grinder. Yo.
And they hear the sound as you say,
So over here. Oh, you they come Shelly.
Sconty.
No, don't be scanty. If you like go be Adebayo.
No.
If you Adebayo, I'm on Naija. No be small ganja they can't smoke. If you they can't smoke the ganja.
I know they smoke. I know they smoke.
So, but all right, I want to ask you this question. You as a Nigerian, how you feel when you hear we Ghanaians sounding like Nigerians on a song? So people like the Olive Boy, the Kojo Black, how do you feel? Do you like it or you frown on it? Is it weird?
I don't frown on it. Like honestly, I don't frown on it. Like they can do what they want to. Like anybody can sing Afrobeat. Like I don't frown on it. But I just feel like to make Ghanaian music grow, because I hear a lot of like people asking. Imagine you being a Ghanaian and singing and your fellow Ghanaians are asking you that,
Are you Nigerian?
Ghanaian?
Oh.
So I just feel like,
You understand?
like,
For real.
like, out of respect.